my channel, welcome. My name is Jack Scott Lee and I am a professional astrologer. If you would like a reading with me, please hit me up on my email. It's jackscottlee@gmail.com. Welcome to the Saturn in Pisces video. So Saturn moved into the sign of Pisces at the start of this month, which is March 2023, and it's going to be here for around 3 years. So it's a big transit. We've just experienced Saturn pretty strong through the sign of Aquarius, and it rules Aquarius. So we've felt this Saturn at one of its most strongest points in the zodiac because it's in its home sign, and wherever Saturn lays its hat to rest, although Saturn never rests, we are going to experience hard work, efforts, delays, setbacks sometimes. Saturn is the Lord of Karma, the task master. He wants us to do things over and over again until they are perfect and for us to learn our lessons. But also Saturn's not here to punish. Saturn is here for us to actually learn the lessons and to also give you the biggest blessings if you do the work. Saturn doesn't gift easily. It likes for you to put in the effort, put in the energy, and not cut corners and do things 100% the right way, the Saturn way, the tried and tested way, and achieve great results by doing so. So we've had the Saturn Aquarius transit for a few years now, where it dipped in and out of Capricorn back into Aquarius, and again Saturn rules Capricorn, it rules Aquarius, so it's been very strong when it's been in those signs. And once we had Saturn hit Capricorn, hit Aquarius, Saturn rules restriction, it rules blockages, lessons, change, and what do we have? Saturn hits into Capricorn, hits into Aquarius, the signs ruling structure, organisation, ruling things like the collective, Aquarius rules the people, the masses, gathering, being together, connection. And as soon as Saturn moved into Aquarius, within days, weeks, we had blockages, we had shutdowns, we had lockdowns, we had breakdowns of communication when it came to the internet, the information that we received. So this is the power of Saturn moving through the astrology. Now, however, we're going to have Saturn moving away from the collective, the sign of Aquarius, the sign of the people, and moving into the sign of Pisces. And Pisces also rules, collective energy, but on a whole different level, on a whole spiritual level. This is about humanity and, in general, in a bigger stratosphere. And Saturn moving through this sign, this energy, Pisces is ruled by Neptune, it's ruled by Jupiter, and these signs and these planets, shall I say, incorporate the energy of dreaming, intuition, manifestation, creativity. And Saturn is actually the lord of reality and facts and in the here and now. This is not to say that Saturn's going to be here crushing dreams, crushing goals. This is about working together with this energy of Saturn, the energy of Pisces, to bring about those dreams and make those dreams an actual reality by having a plan, having a method, and working for them, not just talking about it, not dreaming about it. Neptune and Pisces is about dreaming. Saturn is about doing the work and making it come to life. And with working with that energy, with Saturn, wherever it falls in your chart, you can really achieve huge, massive, great gains. So if we talk about Saturn, I always think, regardless of what's happening in the sky with whichever planet, it's really important to know where Saturn is sitting, or any of the planets we talk about sitting in your own chart, your birth chart, your natal chart. So you want to see exactly where Saturn is sitting in your chart, and then what Saturn is doing. Do you have Saturn in Libra? Do you have it in Leo? Where is your Saturn? Is it in the first house, the house of you? Is it in the house of money? Is it in the house of family? Where is your Saturn? And that is going to reflect, what Saturn is doing in the sky and how it's going to affect you and you personally. And also the aspects it's making, is it making a square to any planet? Is it trining any planet? What is it doing? And if you don't know, you can get all the information from myself or from an astrologer or from the internet by looking at putting your birth details into a astrology chart provider like astro.com or something like that, and you can put up your own birth details, or you can get an astrologer like myself to delve deep into your chart to find out what it is it's actually doing. We've just moved out of Saturn in Aquarius. So, for example, Libra's had Saturn in 5th house, and wherever Saturn falls and through transit, it's going to give you lessons and hard work. So Libras would be feeling it in the 5th house through creativity, blocks through their creative talent, or even like taking their skills and talent seriously, making it into a business. Virgos would be feeling it in the house of home and family too. In their 4th house, where they would be doing structural changes to their home, for example. Do you know what I mean? Pisces would be feeling it more in their 12th house because it was transiting the 12th, and that would have manifested in things like isolation, feeling alone, mental health issues, bringing their dreams to fruition through hard work. These, wherever Saturn falls, it pushes you to work hard. Work hard, and it wants you to achieve your goals and dreams. It wants you to do it through grafting and implementing, not just talking about it, not pipe dreaming, but actually doing it, and learning lessons along the way and making you strong and growing through those lessons too. So, with that being said, let's talk about Saturn in Pisces and going through each and every single sign through the zodiac. So, if you are a Aries rising, Sun and Moon, Saturn is going to be going through your 12th house. So this is going to be going through the house of your sleep, the house of your creativity, the house of your, and this is the hidden house, this is the mental health house, this is to do with your mind. So some of you could literally be having Aries rising and be having creative blocks. This might affect your sleeping pattern, this might affect your mental health. This would be a great time to actually seek advice and counsel through therapy. This is a great time to delve deep and journal. This is about thinking about what are your hopes, your dreams, your goals, and your desires. And Saturn's asking you to work with it to actually bring those into fruition through hard work, through labour, through working through all the things and doing what you have to do, and knowing that Saturn is blessing you to get what you want, but you are going to have to work hard for it. With Saturn, nothing comes easily. You have to work to get what you want. As I said, this is the mental health house, and the house of the mind, the subconscious, the hidden house. And this can be you reflecting on how you see yourself, how you portray yourself in the world, and how you want to come across. This is also about putting structure and routines in order to manifest your goals, manifest your dreams. And also, this could be also as simple as figuring out your sleeping patterns and getting a routine and structure in order for how you go about your evening and how you actually organise your downtime as well, and not only having a morning practice but having an evening practice and getting a routine in place with that too. With the 12 houses, this can be isolation, this can be closing the door on enemies and drawing a line and anyone that you have issues with when it comes to disagreements, arguments as well. This could be drawing a line on old friendships where I'm not working anymore and moving away from circles which are no longer benefiting you. If you are a Taurus rising, Sun or Moon, this will be in your 11th house, the house of your biggest goals, your biggest dreams and your desires. And Saturn wants you to work with Saturn through hard work, through endeavour, to reach for your biggest goals, dreams and your manifestations. This is about going big and achieving those goals and dreams, but you are going to have to do the work. There will be blocks. There will be plot twists. I like to call them plot twists, where you're gonna have to change what you do to get the results that you want, and nothing's gonna be straightforward and Saturn's involved. You are gonna have to go and do things in repetition over and over again. That's not to mean that if you come up against an obstacle on the way to your goals, dreams and desires, that is not to say that you have to quit. It's actually about forging ahead and knowing that actually, okay, I think I have to change. Or I always think about when you're going towards your dreams and goals and desires, The path isn't always going to be straightforward. Yes, things will come easily, but sometimes you have to plot, twist and twist and turn and go different avenues to where that you thought. It's about being open to receiving the manifestation and not being hung up on the how and how it's going to happen, and going with the flow and trusting that it will by putting the effort. It's called inspired action, and doing the things that you need to do to get what you want and get the results that you want. You may be joining a new group, new organisation. Remember, this is a 3-year transit, so this could be okay. This is the goal that I want. You might not be where you are right now to achieving that. But just know this is a 3-year transit. It's gonna be a big one, and with Saturn, it's about taking small steps every day to achieve your goals, dreams, and desires. And in doing so, Saturn will bless you with huge abundance. If you're a Gemini, rising, sun and moon, this is going to be in your 10th house, the house of self, the house of career. Again, this is a 3-year transit, so some of you might be changing careers completely. This is about how you see yourself, how you project yourself into the world. Your status might change. This can be a transit which can, depending on, because there's so much involved with this statement, but this is one of the transits which can, I'm not saying it's the only one, but can be a significator of pregnancy. So this could be, some of you may be conceiving, you will be changing your status when it comes to, getting married, divorcing, becoming a Mr. or Mrs. This is the Saturn transit to the 10th house, because the 10th house is your social status and how you project yourself into the universe, So with that 10th house transit can come changes to your status, your job, your career. This can also affect your health when it comes to your parents too, or your caregivers, because the 10th house rules family members such as your parents and your grandparents mainly. So watch out for health conditions. This is a great time to get your health in check. Saturn is about getting things in order, getting things in structure when it comes to your health, when it comes to your career, and this is also affecting your caregivers and your grandparents too. Okay, there can be blockages. There can be hard work and effort needed to achieve great success. But just know that with Saturn, there's always great rewards as long as you are willing to do the work. If you are a Cancer rising, sun and moon, Saturn is going to be in your 9th house. So the 9th house for you is going to be affecting legal documentation. This is another wedding transit. This can be signing papers, signing contracts, moving abroad. This can be to do with waiting for visas, documentation, retail, real estate, shall I say. When it comes to foreign lands, this could be signing contracts, going over papers when it comes to international travel. This could be you delving into higher education, teaching, being taught, learning new skills. This can be to do with going back to university, going back to college, going back to learning a new skill. Just know that this is a 3-year transit, so this is not going to be like an overnight thing. This is something you're going to have to work out over and over again, taking exams, taking papers, going back and forth with solicitors, going back and forth with legal documentation, and it will be stressful. I'm not going to lie, Saturn does bring stress, it does bring anxiety, but this is about okay, do you really want this thing? Because whatever you really want, it's not going to be easy, but you will achieve it as long as you put in the work. There's going to be a lot of work, there's going to be a huge workload. However, this is about broadening your horizons. This is about travelling to foreign land. This is about learning a new language as well. This is about whatever you do when it comes to learning, teaching, giving information, receiving information, signing documentation. It's about expanding your horizons and making your immediate world even bigger with the help of Saturn. If you're a Leo rising, Leo sun, Leo moon, this is going to be in the 8th house, the house of marriage, wealth, money, sex, the occult, the hidden house, the house of the taboo. Saturn in the 8th, this is an amazing transit for, again, I was saying this in some of the other houses, that this can be a transit which Saturn brings responsibility. So with this, you can receive inheritance, money owed to you, a tax rebate, because the 8th house is money given to you from other people, which is money not really earned, but money that's given to you. Or this can be a spouse's money, so your partner's money, for example, you know. There can be secure foundations being built when it comes to business, clientele. You might have older clientele, because Saturn rules older as well. This can be to do with looking after your health too. This is another transit which can indicate marriage as well, because it's going through the house of marriage, and the 8th house, Saturn especially going through there, is about a responsibility. And with that, you know, this is a signing of contracts, a signing of something long-standing. Saturn is about something of longevity and long-standing. So again, depending on other things in the chart as well, how your Saturn falls personally, this can be a wedding indicator. This is amazing for, I'm not going to say amazing, but you are going to, you know, Saturn is going to give you big blessings, but this is to do with hard work. Like the money will be there for you, the clientele will be there for you, but you're going to have to do the work. This can cause blockages through sex. So this is something you have to work through, where there's intimacy issues as well for some of you. This is about working those intimacy issues and forming intimate bonds. Saturn in the 8th house is not about having like passionate love affairs, you know, like Uranus and Venus or Jupiter going through this. This is about wanting something more and long lasting. This is about having amazing sex all of the time with someone that you truly, deeply care about. So this is why I say, you know, Saturn in the 8th house can be a great significator for weddings and signing contracts when it comes to legalities and weddings, you know. And this is one of the indicators also for people transitioning over, you know. So this doesn't, I'm not saying that everyone having Saturn in the 8th house doesn't experience death, but it's the house of transformation, and Saturn does bring the transformation, as does Pluto, when it goes through the 8th and 12th house. So it's something to keep in mind. This is about getting your health in check. This is about putting things in order and organising things when it comes to your health, when it comes to work, when it comes to your career, when it comes to your personal finances and the finances of your partner too. If you're a Virgo, this transit, Saturn going through Pisces, is going to be in the 7th house, the house of marriage, the house of partnership, relationships. So some of you are going to be entering into, if you're not already, into serious relationships. You know, some of you might be meeting somebody older. Saturn is to do with older, so there could be an age gap, an age difference in the relationship. This is about longevity. This is about this is again, like I was saying this with the 8th house transit. This is not like a love affair transit. This is about serious relationship transit. You know what I mean? This is about being with somebody for lifetimes, you know. This is about long-term, steady, secure relationships. This is about, you know, having that intimacy and security on the next level. This is about signing contracts too. The 7th house doesn't just rule relationships through love. This is also to do with business contracts and work contracts too. Some of you will be signing contracts to do with your work and career with big companies, because Saturn rules like the establishment too. And this is about working hard. This is about everything that you want, you will achieve if you're prepared to do the work. Whether that be through putting the work in your interpersonal relationships, and also doing the work when it comes to your business and work relationships too, to get huge success, huge rewards. And Saturn always gives the biggest blessings and the biggest rewards, more than Venus, more than Jupiter. Because it wants you to work, it wants you to work through your karmic debt, work through your karma. And the reason why you're here, Saturn wants you to acknowledge that, for you to achieve your biggest goals, dreams and desires. If you're a Libra rising, Sun and Moon, this is going to be in your 6th house. Saturn actually loves to be in the 6th house. And the 6th house is about structure. It's the Virgo house. This is the house of structure, your day-to-day, getting things done, the house of being of service. And Saturn loves all of these things. It wants you to, you know, do the work, get organised. This is about new fitness regimes, getting fit, looking after your health, looking after your the health of your pets if you have them. And this is about getting your everyday things in order. This is about work, and actually Saturn in the sixth house can bring many blessings when it comes to your work life, because it loves to be in this house, the house of order, and it actually brings blessings and luck when it comes to career and finances. And it's about bringing structure to your day-to-day life. And with this 3-year transit, it's going to be a lot of hard work. Like your day-to-day, you're going to be busy every day with this transit. But just know that through hard work and perseverance, you will achieve so much success, so much wealth, and so much prosperity and abundance. If you're a Scorpio rising, Sun and Moon, this is going to be in your 5th house, house of fun, house of intimacy and sex, dating, creativity. I've just had this transit actually, and this has really helped me structure and make serious gains and profits when it came to my skill, my creativity and talent. So this is fantastic for people who are self-employed, who are thinking of starting a business, working for themselves, who if you already do. This is about getting that in structure. And this is about working hard. Like I have to work so hard in this transit. And it kind of will feel like that there's not much time for fun, but it's actually about getting serious about the things that you are having fun with, so you can make that into profit, make that into abundance, make that into wealth and prosperity, and reap the benefits of the rewards that Saturn will bring you. And this is the house of dating, so if you are single, this is about meeting someone who you'll learn from. There could be a huge age difference too, because Saturn rules the older generation. So when you meet somebody, either you'll be older or they'll be older than you. There'll be a significant age difference, and you could also come from different cultures too. You know, this is about hard work. You're gonna be working hard. You may feel like there's not much time for fun and it's just work. But just know that with perseverance and over time, this is the big 3-year transit that you will reap so many blessings, so many rewards, and so many benefits that Saturn has to offer. If you are a Sagittarius, Sun, Moon or Rising, mainly Rising first, this is going through your 4th house. So this is about laying down foundations in your immediate surroundings. This is about, calling somewhere home. This is about finding your home, Saturn's about laying down roots, It's like finding my home and feeling secure there too. So Sagittarius might have felt like the last few years there's not been much security, and there hasn't been much foundation. But just know, with this transit moving through your 4th house of home, this is about laying foundations, settling down as much as Sagittarians can, and finding somewhere to call home finally. This is also to do with, again, like I was saying to the Gemini people, this is the 4th and 10th house rules family. This is about making sure you get your health in check, your family's health is in check as well. This is about organising your health regime, fitness regimes, and getting things in order so you can reap the benefits of Saturn. Saturn can rule, when we talk about Saturn health, this can be things like Saturn rules the bones, Saturn rules hair, Saturn rules teeth. This is about getting these things in order and getting these. You might find yourself more obsessed about your teeth. You might be working on your bone health and your diet as well. When Saturn goes through like the 1st, 4th, 10th house, I always feel, and the 6th as well actually, because the 6th house rules health. You can lose weight easily with this transit because Saturn starves wherever it is. I'm born with Saturn in the 1st house, natally, and I find it really easy to not put weight on, because Saturn will keep the person very slender, and it kind of diminishes all weight. So if you're having this transit in the 4th house, either this will affect your weight or the weight of family members too, so just bear that in mind. This is a 3-year transit, you're going to work with it. So some of you might change residencies, some of you might buy property, and this is just generally about placing your feet firmly on the ground. If you're a Capricorn, Rising, Sun and Moon, this is going to be happening for you in the 3rd house. So the 3rd house again rules your Like I was saying, Sagittarius is similar but not. This is ruling like your immediate surroundings. This is ruling your relationship with your siblings. This is how you communicate with others. This is the third house not only rules like cousins and aunts and uncles. It also rules your friends too. So some of you will be changing friendship circles, saying goodbye to friendships which are no longer serving you. This is about setting your roots and foundations firmly with your tribe of people who who you call family. This is about how you communicate as well, and maybe you'll be having blocks with how you communicate with others during this transit. Some of you may find distance when it comes to your siblings, your aunts and uncles, your friends as well. You might be kind of going solo and more so than being part of something. You may find that there'll be just a general difficulty through day-to-day things in your local area and your local surroundings. We're going to have to work that bit harder to get the results that you want. This is a great time if you're Capricorn. If you're thinking of buying a car, I would definitely say buy something old, because Capricorn is always about the older, and Saturn as well. Going through this third house rules travel. So this is about buying something vintage, buying an older car. Used cars under this transit will serve you well. If you're learning a language, this is the house of education, the house of learning as well. So it's a great time to take a course. Just know that wherever you start, you're going to have to work really fucking hard to achieve the goals that you want. But whatever you achieve and start now, with hard work and perseverance, that you will achieve the goals that you completely desire. Aquarius, if you are Aquarius rising, sun and moon, this is going to be in your house of money, the second house. And this is about getting your finances in order. This is about your values, how you value yourself. This is about your self-worth. You'll be questioning what your values are in general, how you see yourself, how you come across in the world, how you see yourself, what is your value, what are the things you might find that what you once thought was important, what you once valued is no longer serving you. During this 3-year transit, your opinions about yourself and others are really going to change. The things that you value and valued will change too. This is going to be bringing you structure and amazing gains in your finances, as long as you're prepared to do the work to achieve them. You might feel like there's blockages or things that end. There'll be a lot of endings when it comes to sources of income, but there's going to be so many new ones as well, as long as you're prepared to go with the changes and do the things that you need to do to implement change and to implement structure. This is great. This transit will help you stack the amount of cash you've never stacked before. Like you will save and invest wisely. You will have that amazing rainy day fund. You'll be like opening that bank account and you'll have so much money in your account by the end of this transit if you're prepared to do the work for it. You know what I mean? Saturn always gives you blessings if you are prepared to do the work. And last but not least, Pisces rising, sun and moon. This is going to happen for you in the first house, the house of you. So I have this transit in my chart, and this aspect, shall I say, natally. So I can tell you firsthand exactly how it's going to be, or parts of it, because my Saturn is actually exalted in Libra. So it does play out differently. However, Saturn in the first house brings great responsibility with it. This is the house where, and the transit, shall I say, where this could be, depending on other factors too, where there is talks of marriage, talks of pregnancy. This Saturn will bring you great responsibility. So whether that be a change in your career, a change in your marital status, Saturn going through the first house, the 10th house, the 8th house, the 5th house can bring pregnancy too. Saturn going through the 8th house, the 7th house, the 1st house will bring you, can bring you weddings and marriage as well. Saturn in the 1st house can really have you shred weight too as well. This can have you stripping weight. With Saturn in the 1st house, this can also have you questioning yourself, your beliefs, your confidence as well, your self-worth and your self-image. This is about also Saturn is about knowing your power and finding your voice and standing in your power. Saturn is a force to be reckoned with, and Saturn is here to teach you boundaries, teach you strength, teach you to find your voice, and to show the world that you, as a Pisces, you know, deserve and command respect. And once this transit leaves, you are going to be a voice of authority. You know, people are going to look up to you and respect you. You're going to respect yourself more, and have the courage to ask for what you want, to say no, and stand up for yourself in ways that you never believed. Saturn in the first house gives you a lot of power, where people are going to be, you know, coming to you and seeking you for knowledge, and someone who is very well respected within the community, within the family unit. There's going to be a lot of hard work when it comes to career, when it comes to relationships, when it comes to, because this will square your 4th house, square your 10th house, the house of your home, your career, your family, and it will oppose your relationship house too. So along with all these amazing blessings, it's also going to be giving you a lot of things that you need to be working on to actually be able to receive these blessings with open arms. If you like my content, I would love it if you hit that subscribe button, like and share this content.